God bless the Faith and Freedom Coalition. God bless my friend Ralph Reed. He is a modern-day Joshua standing up and defending our nation. And God bless each and every one of you. You know, we have so many things to be thankful for, so many blessings, including even, we can be thankful for Hurricane Isaac. If nothing else, it kept Joe Biden away. Although I am told that the RNC is going to be paying to put Joe Biden on a national tour because he is truly a wonderful spokesman for what this administration represents. We are at an extraordinary time. The two things this group was established to defend, faith and freedom, are under assault right now. Faith and freedom are both under concerted assault. This is an administration that just recently ordered Catholic charities and Catholic hospitals to violate the tenets of their faith in carrying out a government mandate on health care. This is an administration that ordered its Veterans Administration to stop volunteers at the funerals of men and women who had given their lives for our nation, to stop volunteers from saying, God bless you. You know, I'll tell you, I represented the American Legion challenging the VA, and it was only under litigation that the Obama administration backed down to our religious liberty. This president is the first president in modern history to put the stamp of the presidency behind gay marriage. You know, I'll tell you, at my home church in Houston, First Baptist, the Sunday after that happened, our pastor stood before the congregation. It was Mother's Day. And he said, you know, I had a whole sermon prepared. I was going to talk about moms. It was a humdinger. It had some good jokes. It was a terrific sermon. He said, you know what? God is not letting me give that sermon this morning. For the first time in centuries, the President of the United States has officially declared himself an enemy of traditional marriage between one man and one woman. And our pastor said, we're going to spend Sunday morning just in prayer for our nation. That's something everyone here is engaged in every day. Freedom is under assault. Like never before. You look at Obamacare, an abomination. Now, a great many of us, our hearts wept when the Supreme Court upheld Obamacare. The court abdicated its responsibility to safeguard the Constitution. But let me give you a word of encouragement. That decision was like throwing gasoline on a fire. There is a great awakening that is sweeping this country. Millions of Americans are standing up and saying, enough already. Stop spending money we don't have. Stop bankrupting our country and stop assaulting our liberty. I will tell you, it is so incredibly inspirational to have had the opportunity over the last year and a half to crisscross the state of Texas, to see millions of men and women standing up and pouring their hearts and souls and passions into turning this country around. And I will tell you, 2012 is going to be the second half of 2010. There is a tidal wave coming. You know, tidal waves often follow hurricanes, and in November, a tidal wave is coming. You know, the last thing I want to say to you is I want to share a story that my father often tells. My father is a pastor north of Dallas. He fled Cuba. He was tortured and imprisoned as a kid and came to Texas with nothing. And a story he often tells is a story of a tightrope walker who erects a tightrope across a waterfall. And a crowd gathers to hear him. And he asks the crowd, he says, "How many of you believe I can walk across this tightrope and back?" The crowd cheers, and he does it. He says, "How many of you believe I can walk across this rope and back pushing a wheelbarrow?" The crowd cheers, and he does it. He says, "How many of you believe I can walk across this tightrope and back pushing a wheelbarrow with two 100-pound bags of sand in it?" The crowd cheers, and he does it. He says, "How many of you believe I can walk across this tightrope and back with a man in the wheelbarrow?" The crowd cheers, and he points to a man in the front row. He says, "Get in the wheelbarrow." That's what it means to believe. Not to sit quietly and applaud, but to get in the wheelbarrow, to dive in, and that's what each and every one of you is doing. And together, all of us are getting in the wheelbarrow to save that shining city on a hill that is the United States of America. God bless you all.